right. Welcome back to the Gym Business Coach podcast. I'm your host, Tim Lyons, joined in studio by Randy Angster. What's up, man?
How we doing? We're ready to leave. We're getting out of town again.
Shoot, that's right. We're heading out to Perform Better, Rhode Island for a private speaker school with Mr. Thomas Plummer and the Iron Circle.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
You've done it before.
Yeah, this will be my second time through this class, workshop, I should say. I love it, man. I mean, I know we're taking our Iron Circle. We really recommend they do it because of the things that they're working on. I mean, anyone who speaks, whether it's on the coaching floor or to a stage, it'll help refine those skill sets, and highly recommend it. But
yeah. The first one I did was in Baltimore with Tom back 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I did another one, and then I've done two more. So this will be my fourth or fifth time with this, and I learn something every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not it's how to stand or put on the slides or whatever. It's just good,
mm-hmm.
right? It's just a great workshop, and so we're excited. Yeah, we're leaving 6 a.m.
Yep, we're out
bright and early. I'll get some espresso, and we'll get going on the road. But that's something we do for our Iron Circle. This is a little extra, a little special deal we do for them because we've got our events, we've got our virtual stuff, but like here's an opportunity, a meta skill set that everybody can benefit from, and so we just pay for them. We pick up the tab and just meet out there, and that's what's part of being in an Iron Circle is all about.
Yep.
Opportunities.
Yeah.
So,
and it's the number one fear most people have: speaking in public, speaking in front of others.
I know. So. It's nerve-wracking, and as much as I speak, I still don't like it. Like, if I'm being honest, I don't enjoy it. I don't like the preparation for it, and so like I try to find more resources to help me. As much as I speak on here, you'd think like, no big deal. No, I don't like it.
Yeah,
it's a necessity.
It's an uncomfortable thing for most.
Yeah, but anyways, here we are. We got an episode about the financials, the economics of your training model. And we're just going to break down semi-private versus large group training. And it's pretty eye-opening, honestly, when you start looking at the math. At the end of the day, you've got X amount of hours in the day to make money.
Yep.
And we want to maximize two things. We want to maximize the square foot, like your revenue per square foot. And we also want to maximize the revenue per hour. And the revenue per hour really comes down to, how much are people paying? How many people are coming? And what am I making in that said, let's call it training session hour, right? Whether or not it's a class or it's a session, it's an hour of time. You've got expenses that go into that hour of time. We need to maximize. And so like if you break down, and again, we are using data that was, kind of published out there, State of the Union-esque, state of the industry, I should say. And the numbers are, pretty clear. This was some studies done with like over 10,000 data points and 10,000 gems, and bringing it in from like payment processing, and so it's real data.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what the math says. Like in a large group class-based model, we're just for simple math, we're actually gonna estimate a little bit higher than what's real, but like the average, I think, price per month in a large group is like $179. We're going to just bump it to $200 a month. Like if you were to take on average globally, gyms that are doing large group training, they're charging about $200 a month for, unlimited classes, right? Now you have to like say, okay, what's the frequency of my clients coming into those said classes in a given month? And it's less than this number, but we're gonna, it's about 12 times, right? It's like it hovers between 11 and 12. So we're just gonna say 12 for the sake of math. Okay, so if I'm charging $200 and I have a client coming in 12 times, what is that client paying per class? And it comes out, if you just divide the two numbers, it's $16.67. Okay, $16.67. Now another number that was given in this same industry report said on average, the amount of people attending a class in all large group studios was 6. Okay, so 6 people are coming to that class. On average, they're paying $16.67. So if you just multiply 6 times $16.67, you get a round number, beautiful number, $100. Okay, that's the average, and probably a little high.
Sure.
what a large group training gym on average is making per hour. Now, within that 1 hour of time, you got $100 bill. I've got to take my coach's salary or pay out of that. Maybe you're paying per class. Maybe you're paying $30.
Sure.
Okay, 30% gone. I've got to pay my utilities, rent, overhead, music subscriptions, electricity, marketing costs. Okay, cool. Yeah, pay myself as the owner. Cool. Let's take 15% of that, $15. And then, profit. What is that?
What's left?
We need what's left, right? And so out of that $100 bill that you just charged or you actually collected, what is the real profit out of that, right? And so you get $100 per hour. That's the average over here in large group. So, okay, cool. Got it. $100 an hour. Now, if you didn't have any overhead and you were training everybody yourself out of a park, that's a pretty good, it's pretty good pay for a single operator guy. But you have coaches and overhead and families and, rent and all this stuff. You start looking at that number like, there's not a lot of hours in the day that I have people coming in. Maybe I got 5 hours in the morning and 4 hours in the afternoon. The max I make is $900 a day, unless I'm selling ancillary T-shirts, water bottles, supplements,
And then it becomes a requirement too. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's kind of like box number one.
Mm-hmm.
Box number two is called semi-private. Okay. We're just going to take our numbers here. I don't have them in front of me, but like the math, I'll show you the math. So we just recently raised our rates to let's call it $110 a month, $109.99 a month or week. I'm sorry. Gosh dang it. Now I got to figure out here. Let's just open my phone. Come on. All right. I don't even know my own code. Got it. All right. If you were to take $109.99 and you multiply it times 4.33, that's the given. Okay. $476 a month is our lowest membership.
Lowest, yeah.
Okay. So we'll just take the lowest one. If people paying more, this is our annual one. So this is our lowest one. And if you divide that by
average attendance
of 12, same number. You got about 39, so call it $40 a session. You multiply that by 6, and you're about $238. Let's call it $240 revenue generated in that same hour of the day. So there's an hour, over here in box A, they're making $100, and in the box B, they're making $240 for the same 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock hour. So two different gyms, two different models. What is that? Almost two and a half times the revenue in the second box. Now, yes, you still have overhead. You still have all those same things, but you're taking this pretty much the same piece of pie size-wise out of a bigger pie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This pie over here is real small, the $100 pie, but you're taking almost like 3/4 of that is the one piece. And you take that same piece over to this bigger pie is like only a fraction of it.
Yeah.
So,
well, we'll break that down a little bit, right? Like from left to right, or box A to box B, you're paying the same for your OpEx, right? You're paying a coach fixed salary or fixed hourly.
Yep.
So all of that remaining goes right to profit, benefit of the business, benefit of the owner, to the tune of almost 2.5 times.
Yeah.
When it comes to math,
that's how we make decisions.
Yeah, but I don't understand why somebody wouldn't at that point, right? I mean,
why wouldn't you guys? Like, really, like, what's the thing holding you back from saying, you know what? Actually, the retention says this is semi-private's better. The revenue says this is better. Let's continue to do the old thing. Like, why would you do that? I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, for me, it was a really easy decision. When I realized it, I didn't realize it, right? I had both things going on, and I started like just going on with my day. And it's like, we didn't really pay too close attention. We're just looking at the lump sum monthly, like what we made.
Yeah. Not
exactly what clients paid the most and stayed the longest and stuff. And then when we really did find it, it was like, okay, well, I need to stop doing that and can start over here and do semi-private. Like, duh. Like, why? So, like, we did it. So I don't understand why a gym wouldn't, because we did do it.
I think I think just working with, taking a lot of calls with gym owners and then obviously coaching clients through this transition. I think there's a lot of that assume that it's like you cut off the business on one day, and then, maybe it's Friday, and then Monday you're running a different model.
Gotcha.
But that's not the reality of it. It is a phased approach, right? I mean, the game is money and is revenue. We're not trying to cut the head off the snake and hope that it lives. It's a transition, right? You're bringing in a new model. You're transitioning some of your current clientele to semi-private, because there will be some that it's a better product for and that do enjoy it and want to take part in it. You start marketing for it to people who've never been in your gym. You can go back to past clients and bring them back for something new that you have. So there is a strategy around the transition. And I think that's another big reason why gyms find themselves either trying it or have heard of somebody who's tried it and didn't get off the ground, is because they didn't have a system around the transition. They didn't have a process around the transition. And depending on the gym and the square footage and things like that, there are gyms that still keep a large group option if it makes sense for the business. But most gyms, I mean, call it anywhere between 1,500 square feet and probably 6,000. I think most of them, once the transition is underway, the writing's on the wall, and they realize, like, now I'm going to pour all of my time and attention into semi-private and phase this one out, because at some point, if you have a limited amount of floor space and team, you have to come to the realization that I'm either going to make $100 for this hour, or I'm going to make $240 for this hour. Which one do I want for my business, right?
Yeah.
And so over time, you'll watch, attendance start to slip for your large group, and you then just start replacing those sessions with semi-private, and it's a phased approach.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've ever had a gym that's gone backwards in revenue making the transition.
Unless there was one that pulled it off a little early.
Yeah.
And they've been playing from behind because they're just like, you know what, screw this. Well, didn't really follow the plan, but they just want to make the change and get done, and they're kind of just sick of it or whatever. Most of the gyms that we do phase transitions kind of wish they went faster.
Sure.
But for because of nervousness, they would kind of like hang on and not do everything right away. But yeah, I think a healthy way to transition is over 3 to 6 months. And if you get into, month 3 and 4 and you feel good, then just end it there.
Sure.
But if you need to take it to 6, by all means, but don't drag it out for a year.
Yeah.
Don't drag it out for a year. Make it a 6-month plan, 3 to 6 month plan, because there's definitely some things you don't want to do in the first month. And you definitely got to wait on some things, and you got to let things, shake out after a while. And the whole time we're building up new clients coming in. We're not selling the old. Guys, if you need help, but this is exactly what we do. This is our Springboard program. This is what we do in there every single day with gyms that realize that, you know what, this is just a better model, right? Semi-private is a better model. Do you have to cut it all off and never do large group again? No. You might want to after you start looking at it and you're in the weeds, but like at the beginning, no, you don't have to. If you need help with this, guys, go reach out. Like, this is what we do. There's a link going to be in the show notes. If you want more information on our YouTube channel, we just released an episode yesterday that breaks this down in even more detail. Go check us out. It's a different YouTube channel than the one that you're watching this on. It's another channel. We'll link it in there somewhere, but we'd love to help you guys if this is what you decide you want to do, because really, I don't know a better way. I don't know a better model that's going to take your gym to greater profits, for the coaching staff, for the ownership, for the profit. The bottom line, it's a better product for the clients in general, and they're willing to pay for it. They want to pay for it.
Yep.
This is the thing they're looking for. So guys, if this is what you want to do, jump on a call. You'll jump on a call with Randy. Randy will talk to you and be happy to help you guys. That's it for this episode, guys. We're out. We're heading out to Rhode Island tomorrow. Until we get back, keep changing lives. We'll see you on the next show. Bye.